Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box of the Technical Trader at thetechtrader.com. It is December the 3rd. These are the charts of the day. Well, folks, it was a pretty strong day on Wall Street, closing near the highs of the day, going away at a new all-time highs on the S&P. As a matter of fact, the S&P's up 11 closing days in a row, almost historic. So we're coming to a head here. A lot of stocks are running. Got to be careful up here, but I definitely think momentum is the thing. And until the market turns dramatically lower, we have to stay with the trend. The trend is your friend. The trend is still up. AAOI 42.60 and up 142. Another gain today. This is the highest close we've seen on AAOI. I think maybe a record high. Let's take a look way back here. No, it's not a record high, but it's the highest level in almost 7 years. So pretty impressive. Well, let's see where this thing can follow through. Your next target is 49 and then maybe 60. Alab, phenomenal run for this semiconductor in early September, trading at 36 and change. Today, 117, a triple and then some, and multiple waves up. And yet today, you can see that the wedge broke out and it jumped another 14 points or 14% on 8.4 million, increasing volume at that. Top of the channel says this might be a $140 stock. AOSL, another semiconductor, popped today. And you can see that it's at resistance here. So any further action here, we may get this one in the low 60s. ARQQ ramping big time. It came out of a base, popped 3-day consolidation, and then a big run to the low 30s. 32.50 was tagged, and the pullback. Pullback got down to 21, and then boom, right back up today. A big gain of 7 points, 33% in one day today. This thing might very well spike into the low 40s. BBAI, AI getting hot again. This one came out of a rounding pattern, rounding base, broke, reversed back and tested the breakout point, and then today was huge, going from 206 to 306, 28% net from close, and up 63 million shares. Now this is resistance here, but you get through this, you might see 3 3/4 and even 4 3/4. CRDO had a big day. This has been a big, a couple weeks forward, having gone from high 30s to 71, but today in particular, 60 to 72 and change, closing 71.35, up 23.5 or 49%. Record volume today, 17.5 million shares. Got to be obviously careful when a stock runs, and then spikes up at heavy volume. It could easily reverse. Be careful. CRNT, one of our swing trades, doing great since it broke out above the 3.15 range and went right to 4 3/4, reaching 470 actually, and backing up. But look at the support in this zone over the last few sessions. Held today, and it went from 402 to 449, finished at 440, up 24 cents or 6%. And volume was 1.9 million. Extension target is 5.5. HSAI, beautiful base, 9 months long. Explosive move occurred a week ago. Took it from 5 to 8.5 in one day on 36 million. But look at the way it's been holding in a rising wedge. If it ever breaks out above 8.5, it might go vertical to 11, 12. Keep an eye on this one. MLB exploded for 2 days, pulled back and tested the gap this morning, but right back up again and ended up with a gain of 11% on 2.4 million. You can see now this is trending towards a target of 3.5 and then maybe 5. MP, one of our swing trades, doing great, broke out, wedged, stair-stepped up its way higher, pulled back and tested the moving average and trend line, and then has ramped up since then. From 1765 to today's high at 24.30, stock's up nearly 7 points in the last week and a half, and nearing the top of the channel, but our target is in the 26.7 zone. MXL came out today of a long-term declining sharp line, it looks like, and also breaking out of a base as well. So what I think could happen here is a run up towards this level for your next target of 24. NBIS, recent IPO and a new swing trade for us, popped yesterday. We put a swing on it. Today was a big follow-through day as it jumped from 25 to 30.70, finished 30.48, up on 473 or 18.5%. Volume ramped to 22.6 million, a post-IPO new record high. Now it is at the parallel channel and maybe overbought short term, but eventually the stock's going much higher in my opinion. NVCR, you can see the big base, breakaway gap. I wanted to put a swing on it yesterday. I did not, but I took advantage of the pullback today, and we're swinging it now with a target of 42 and then 53. PLTR, unbelievable move just since May when it was trading in the 20 range. It's now 71.43. Today ramping up another 5 points or 7.5%. Line was 22.5 million. Stock looks like it could go higher into the 80s. PRCH, beautiful stair-step move out of the base and out of the across the declining tops line. Here's your declining tops line. Actually there, ramped up through it and then built the base around it. Broke out wedge, broke out wedge, broke out wedge, and then exploded today from 375 to 575, up 192 at 569, 50% gain, 17.4 million, target 7. Alpha TKNO, which we've been following for months, been a beautiful rising channel, broke out of a little wedge today and popped 93 cents at 12.5%. This is a thinly traded stock for the most part, but if it ramps, I'm thinking the 10.5 is your next target. BST, the lone really bullish stock in the nuclear energy group today. The rest of them were down. This was up a frac. Well, actually more than that. 1.2% of $1.94, but you can see the coil that's developed. And should it pop out of here, I'm not kidding when I think this goes to about 190. And ZETA, B bottom, right hand extension, and a pop right to resistance that did back off there. But I'm going to be watching this carefully because any move above 26, and this could ramp first to 29 and then maybe into 33 range again. Nice pattern, potential bottoming pattern. That's it for tonight, everybody. Have a great evening.